guys, welcome to your practice. So let's take a look at Warrior 2 today. And what's really important is to begin to feel the directions and the purpose of each leg, okay? Now, in all your standing poses, your back leg comes first because it's the foundation of all the poses. So we're going to spend some time working the actions of the back leg, and you're going to need to be by a wall, okay? So scoot the short end of your mat up against the wall and then have two blocks. And then once you've got your setup ready, then we'll take a moment. But before we do that, I just want to say that the back leg is the foundation, okay? And then we come into the front leg. So we'll spend a little time on that back leg first, then we'll spend some time on the front leg, and we'll bring the two together in a really powerful way. I think you're going to like this a lot, all right? So take a seat, just close your eyes. And just take a few slow breaths before you begin your practice. Letting your attention drop down into your body. And then slowly open your eyes as you're ready and come on up to stand. Okay, so you're going to stand sideways to the wall, and you're going to have your left foot closest to the wall to begin, okay? Now, as you take your left foot to the wall, just bring the whole outer edge of the foot right up against your wall to begin with, and then take a wide and parallel stance. So the width is important first before you start maneuvering your feet. So we don't just put the feet immediately into the position. So wide and parallel, open your arms out to the side and just have your ankles about in alignment with your wrists, okay? Spread those toes. Press down through the four corners of the feet, and then tone the muscles in the feet and the legs. So you're pulling your muscles up so you feel strong and stable. Now you're ready to maneuver the feet. So turn the left toes in now, slightly. So just the outer edge of the heel is against the baseboard, and then heel toe the right toes out. So now you've got the right heel lined up with the middle of your left arch. Okay, so really be careful with your feet. Make sure they're very well placed before you go anywhere else. Okay, now again, spread the toes, bend the front leg, grab your blocks, bring them down in front of you here underneath your shoulders at whichever height you think you need. The key with where the hands are, though, is that we don't want to be hunching or rounding like this. Okay, so if you feel you're rounding and hunching and you feel tight in your groin, which is very normal and common, just go higher on the blocks. Okay, to give yourself a little more chance of really releasing there. All right, so now, once you've figured out the right height for your blocks, check that back leg out. So press the heel against the baseboard. Pull up the muscles of your back thigh. Move your inner left thigh back and away from the ground. So I want you to imagine like somebody's grabbing the inner of your thigh and literally pulling it away from the ground. Now keep doing that with that back leg. Don't let it collapse as you start to bend into the front leg slowly. So the back inner thigh is moving back and away from the ground, and yet the front leg is coming down. Your spine is lengthening forward, and you don't have too much weight on your hands. So if you catch yourself really leaning, back off from your hands and give your legs a chance to get stronger here. Just keep focusing mostly on the back leg, moving the inner left thigh back and away from the ground as the front thigh is descending. Make sure the front knee lines up with the second toe. Good. Now come on out slowly. Turn your feet back to parallel. Heel toe the feet in. Give the legs a shake. So it's a lot of work, right? When you really work the legs and the muscles properly, you're going to feel it, okay? So, that's what I like to when I teach my classes, when I'm teaching you guys, the key is that it's not about how many things we're doing. It's about the quality of the few things that we do, okay? You're going to get so much more out of doing a few things with real quality and skill versus doing 20 things just kind of fumbling through it, not really knowing what you're doing. All right, so let's turn around and do the other side. Take the feet wide. Before you go anywhere, just wide and parallel. Now from here, turn the right toes in. So just the outer edge of the heel is against the wall. And then heel toe until the left toes turn out. Put your blocks down and make sure your left heel lines up with the middle of the right arch. Bend forward, find the blocks. So yes, it does make it a little easier at first because you can kind of distribute a bit more weight into your hands while you're working on the leg actions. So now press the back heel back against the wall, pull the muscles up of that back leg, and then move the inner right thigh back and away from the ground. Back and away from the ground as you sit down more into the front leg. Have your blocks at whichever height you think you need and lengthen your spine forward. We don't want to be hunched or rounded in this position here if we can help it. Take a few more breaths here and just let that heat build, giving your back leg a chance to really strengthen and align. Then come out slowly. Turn the left foot in, heel toe your feet back in, give them a little shake. All right, so a little bit away from the wall, let's take a wide stance, parallel feet. Put your blocks there. Nice and wide again. Spread those toes. Bring the hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. Now firm the legs. Hug the muscles to the bones and come forward. Place your fingertips on the blocks. Be mindful not to lock out those knees. So press the very top of your shin bones forward slightly. And we're going to practice that action with the front leg in a moment in Warrior Two. And then press the top of your thighs back. Now you can keep your hands up here on the blocks lengthening, or you can start lowering the blocks gradually, bit by bit. Maybe even getting rid of the blocks and folding there. Powerful legs. Top of the shin bones pressing forward. Top of the thighs pressing back. Spread the toes. Feel the muscles in your legs firm and strong. Now lift up halfway. Bring the hands to the hips and come up all the way. Heel toe your feet back in. Give the legs a shake. Okay, so now let's look at the front leg in Warrior Two. So we've got the back leg down, so make sure you keep that now. And we're just going to use one block. So I'm going to do my left foot forward, left leg forward, so I can face you. So I'm going to turn my right toes in, and I'm going to turn my left toes towards the wall now. I still want to make sure I've got heel to arch alignment. Okay, and then before I do anything with my front leg, I got to get that back leg going. So inner right thigh, back and away from the ground. Ground the back foot. Now bend into the front leg. Put your block at the top of your shin, right below the kneecap. So not on the kneecap itself, right below. Now, let go of it and drive that block into the wall with your shin. Turn your body sideways, hands on the hips. Now go back to the back leg, inner right thigh back and away from the ground. Lift it up, lift it up. Then drive the block into the wall with your left shin. Breathe, keep your torso facing the side, right in the middle of both feet. Let's raise the arms up. Breathe and hold. Good, and then slowly take the block away first. Turn the left foot in, heel toe the legs back in. So what often happens with the front leg there is it's all wobbly. But having the block, it forces you to hold that front leg very stable. So let's do the other side. Take a wide stance. Turn your left foot in and your right foot out, or whichever one you're doing, but your right front leg is facing the wall now. Now focus on the back leg. Spread the toes, pull the muscles up. Move the inner left thigh back and away from the ground. And you can see I'm using my hand to show you that direction, back and away from the ground. And yet at the same time, bend the front leg and put your block there. Now drive that block into the wall with your shin. And yet keep moving that back thigh back and away from the ground at the same time. Now your legs are very solid. And they both have their direction and their purpose to balance each other out. Now turn your body sideways. Raise the arms up, hold it for a breath. Strong and powerful in your legs and your hips. Come out slowly. Turn that foot in, heel toe your feet. Back together. Shake out your legs. Well done, guys. All right, let's take a little seat on our block or whatever you want to sit on. You could sit on a chair if you want. Now do a quick manual inward rotation of your thigh. So you grab the thigh from underneath, roll it in, and feel how much more grounded it is on your whatever you're sitting on. Use your hands even to push your thigh bones down. Lift up through your spine, draw your shoulders back, close your eyes. Pause and feel. Grounded and strong in your foundation. Standing poses are really the foundation of the entire physical asana part of the practice. It's like the doorway into all the rest of the postures. They're incredible for strengthening the feet and the legs and the hips. And they also support the spine. When they're properly aligned, your spine is free and relaxed. Thank you so much, you guys, for practicing with me again today. I hope this was helpful. Let me know how it feels for you. Let me know if there's any questions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next class. Namaste.